welcome to our program of English Gourmet. Today, let's make wholemeal bread. Today we need, of course, flour 90%, whole wheat 10%, water 45%, salt just a little bit, just 1%, sugar 20%, milk powder 3%, yeast 6%, 1 egg, butter 12%, and finally caramel sweet as well. Measure half of the water and then mix it with the yeast. Then let it sit for a while. When the yeast mixture rises and starts bubbling, proceed with the next step. Next, let's sieve the flour.
Step 3.
Here you can add any other ingredients. Now I'm going to make a depression or well in the center of the flour. This way.
Step 4.
Now add the ingredients and leave the yeast for the last. First, the whole wheat, then all the grease. Now I'm going to mix the milk powder. Sugar, one egg, and put the salt around the circle. I'm throwing. I'm going to start mix. Now it's time to put the yeast on the inside. All the yeast. Now, it's time to put the rest of water by bits. Okay, just mix and mix.
Step 5.
Now, repeat this process until the mixture is smooth, elastic, springy, and no longer sticky. Then punch down the mixture and knead with the heels of your hands. Then cut the mixture in halves to make easier the job.
Step 6.
Divide the dough into even pieces. Roll up each piece Okay. Finally, roll up each piece of bread. If you want, you can make a bowl. A pretty small bowl, and you can see another kind of bread.
Step 7.
Now it's baking time. Let's grease the pan with a little bit of oil. Not too much. Spread it all over the pan. Yeah. And put each piece of bread on the pan. Okay. Now let's take them to the rising room. After rising room, we bake at 350 Fahrenheit for 15 or 20 minutes.
Step 8.
The bread is done when it sounds hollow when you tap with your finger. Do you hear? Finally, stand back as your family attacks it.
Recordemos los pasos.
Let's remember steps. Step 1.
Measure half the water, add the yeast, and let it sit for a while.
Step 2.
Sieve the flour.
Step 3.
Make a depression or a well.
Step 4.
Add other ingredients, but leave the yeast for the last. Add the salt around the dough. Add the yeast and the rest of the water. Knead and mix the dough. Punch down the dough.
Step 5.
Knead the dough with the heels of your hands until it is smooth, springy, and no longer sticky.
Step 6.
Divide the dough into even pieces. Roll up each piece and shape it.
Step 7. Put the bread on an oily pan. Take the bread to a rising room. Then bake it at 350 degrees in a preheated oven. Step 8.
The bread is done when sound hollow at tapping with your fingers.
Ahora examen.